Hi, everyone. My name is Roberto Bloom with Reyes Blum PLLC, immigration lawyers in Houston, Texas. If you have questions about your immigration case, give our office a call and don't forget to follow us for updates that can help you and your family. So recently, I've been seeing a growing number of cases come into my office of people who filed their I-751 petition to remove conditions on residence on their own, and now they're receiving requests for evidence, also called RFEs, or even interview notices. So here's what's happening. The I-751 is not just a form, it's your one opportunity to prove to immigration that your marriage was entered into good faith and not just for immigration purposes. And this is where many cases run into problems. The most common issue that I'm seeing is insufficient evidence. Many people submit a few documents like a lease, some photos, or a couple of bank statements and think that that's enough. But USCIS is looking for more evidence in a lot of cases. They're looking for a consistent, detailed picture of your shared life over time. They want to see out of two different people, husband and wife, you have become one. So some of the evidence typically will include joint tax returns. That's really important. Bank accounts with regular activity, insurance policies, utility bills, lease or mortgage documents, birth certificates of children, travel records together of vacations and other travels, and affidavits from friends and family. They put a lot of importance on the financial records. They really want to see the tax returns, the joint bank accounts, and they want to see that you're using them, that both people are putting in money and that the bills are being paid from those joint bank accounts. So that's really important to have the financials in order. Another one of the major problems that comes up is inconsistencies. And so this happens when your addresses don't match, if there's gaps in your timeline, if documents contradict each other, and even small little discrepancies can trigger an RFE or an interview or even a denial. And so one of these last cases that I saw, the people were in the process of moving, so their applications contained different addresses, and that case was flagged. I think that might have been one of the reasons. Another big time problem would be wherever people have been separated or divorced, and they file it without understanding their waiver options, or sometimes they don't even file it at all because they don't know that there might be a waiver. But there are different legal standards for filing jointly together, husband and wife, or in the case of a divorce, abuse, death, or even hardship to the applicant. So, knowing which is the right approach is really important, and choosing the wrong approach can definitely lead to delays or denials. So it's really important if you receive an RFE or an interview notice. This does not mean that your case is going to be denied, but it does mean that immigration has questions or concerns about your case. An RFE is your chance to strengthen your evidence and fix any issues that might come up. An interview is the same thing. It's your chance to explain your case, and you need to be properly prepared for the worst case and the best case scenarios. If you respond incorrectly or go to an interview unprepared, your case could be denied and you could even be placed into removal proceedings. So it's really important to take this I-751 very seriously. If you've already filed and received an RFE or an interview notice, don't ignore it, don't guess, get proper guidance from a trustworthy immigration lawyer who could help you organize your evidence, let you know what you will be experiencing at that interview, and maybe could even accompany you at that interview or help you reply to the RFE to make sure there's not any red flags, or if there's any, that you're prepared to address them. The reality is that fixing a case is often harder than doing it right the first time, but in many cases it can still be done, so don't lose all hope. There's still a process to this, and that's where a trustworthy immigration lawyer will really be able to help you. So, if you have any questions about your I-751 or any other immigration topic, give my office a call and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions.